Hey beloved, my name is Kristapettiford. Welcome back to my channel. I have a prophetic word for you today. It is for somebody. It might not be for everybody, but it is for somebody. The Lord says, come out of your wilderness and walk into your wealthy place. And where I heard that word is here in Deuteronomy. When he's talking to the children of Israel, and he says to them, you have been skirting or circling this mountain long enough. Turn northward. But I want to give some context to this prophetic word. God says that there is a wealthy place. I gave a prophetic word about that a couple of months ago. There is a wealthy place, but you're going to have to walk, not plan, not envision, not talk about, but actually walk into your wealthy place in this season. He is commissioning you to move forward into your what is promised, what is purpose for you, what has been planned for you, where there's peace and prosperity for you, but you're going to have to walk into your wealthy place. And when Moses spoke these words to the children of Israel, he had already told them that the Lord had said to them that they were to go and possess the land. But what he did, the book of Deuteronomy, Moses prepares the people. You will have to be prepared. And so you should have already done all the visioning and all of this thing. But God says he's speaking to a prepared people. And the thing about it is, Deuteronomy is after they had circled the mountain for 40 years. And it was time enough for those who did not believe God to die off, and the children who had raised up with a different spirit, because in Deuteronomy 1 it says that the children didn't know good or evil, but the parents did. And so he didn't hold it to the children's account, their parents' unbelief. And so sometimes we have to grow up in the Lord, and when that part of unbelief and doubting God and being those who have hardened hearts because what we have seen dies off, and we come back to a childlike dependence on him, and then grow up into that as those who are no longer children, but those who believe God with the faith of God, with the purpose and plan of God, that trust in the Lord and his word. Then he says, okay, it's time to come out. But Deuteronomy is a book before they went out. There's 33 chapters in Deuteronomy, and Moses recounts their steps. And so before you move forward and walk into your wealthy place, your purpose, your plan, the promise of God and what he has for you, your place of peace and prosperity, the Lord is saying this, that remind yourself of what you have gone through, the beauty, the blessings, the purpose, and the lessons that you learned in the past season. And that's what Moses did for them before he said goodbye, before the Lord took him up on the mount. He reminded them of what they had been through, what they had learned, the purpose of the wilderness, the lessons in the wilderness, the blessings in the wilderness that these who had survived it received, the beauty of the things that the Lord did for them, the battles that had been won, all how the Lord provided for them, how as their days were, so were their strength, their shoes didn't run out. He reminded them of everything that God had done for them. And he told them, get the lessons, remember the lessons, because you're going to need them when you go into the promised land. You're coming out the wilderness, but as you walk into your promised land, you are going to need those lessons so that you do not fail, that you do not fall to your old sins, to disobedience, to unbelief in those things, but you let the spirit of life, that you choose the life that you and your children may live. And so somebody who has been in a wilderness, just like the children of Israel, God had to put you in a wilderness season because of your unbelief, because you didn't do it right the first time. He's given you a change, but the wilderness has been profitable for you. You have understood the purpose. You have got the lessons. You saw the beauty and the blessings. And he said, okay, you're now ready to go to the next season and the next assignment. And because of that, he wants you to prepare, write those down. And if you don't know, I have a free guide. It's called 5 Clarifying Questions for every season of life. And you can get that at kristapettiford.com and then click on the free gift or subscribe and you will get that. I'm not trying to sell that, but if you want to get that, you can walk through those questions in that guide, and he wants you to get that. This is what Deuteronomy is about. And then once you get that, he says, okay, now move forward. Move forward. And what do you have to do? Let me go to Joshua. Joshua, after Moses was gone, the Lord spoke to Joshua to go over the Jordan, you and all the people, to the land which I am giving you, the children of Israel, and every place that the sole of your foot will tread upon, I have given you, as I said to Moses. So guess what? Your foot. That's why the Lord is saying walk. That you have. That's why the Lord says that you have to walk into the place. You have to go in. You have to put your foot on it. You have to physically begin to pursue the promise of God. Now, I don't know what that looks like for you, and you don't want to get ahead of God and act presumptuously, but you have to physically begin to move forward, whatever that means. Get rid of things that you can get rid of, become in preparation, rehearse, look at retrospection, what God has done in this past season. Get the beauty, the blessings, the purpose of the lessons, and record those, and then make a plan of action to move forward and take the first step. If that is just changing the way you talk and the way you pray, if that is changing the way that you do things, whatever step that you can take that first step, because you have circled the mountain long enough, and God is saying, leave. It's time to stop circling this mountain and walk into your wealthy place, but you are going to have to walk. And where your foot is, where God allows your foot to go, he guides our steps. May our steps be ordered by the Lord. Wherever he guides your foot, know that if God guides your foot, like he told Joshua, then he has given it to you. But you're going to have to step out and walk. God bless you. I hope this blesses you. Until next time. And if you haven't, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it with somebody that you know would be a blessing to. God bless.